Hello, this is Fernando Johnson from the awesome News Network, here to bring you the evening news. As you may have noticed, our country is going through a very dark and tumultuous time of confusion and obscurity, but we here at the awesome News Network assure you, our viewers, are bringing you the real story. We're going to get through this, America.
Man, back when I was a kid, I thought everything was going great. I mean, blue skies as far as I could see. My father was a successful investment banker, and my mother was a happy homemaker, and everything was just great. Sure, we had the whole atomic bomb scare, but everything would be fine if we just duck and cover.
Yeah, the 50s were just an entire decade of the man trying to keep us down, and, well, succeeding for the most part. If you didn't talk the same, dress the same, act the same, or think the same as everyone else, the man could make life hell for you. It was awful, people walking around like automatons, talking about the weather, the sale at Macy's, or anything superficial enough that it wouldn't make you a suspect of free thinking. Besides, the clothes were really uncomfortable. I mean, at the dance, I'm so excited.
Hey baby, I lost my number. Can I have yours?
Ew, you're so inappropriate. No, get out of here. You're not, no. Let's talk about the dance.
I know.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, you can sit here. You're a very well-mannered young man.
Thank you.
No, you can take it with sock out.
Howdy y'all. The Freedom Summer, at least that's what they called it. When was it? 63? 64? And it don't matter anyway, them hooligans were stirring up trouble regardless of the year.
Ah, yes, the summer of 1964. I remember it just like yesterday. Me and other righteous brethren went down south Mississippi way to liberate the African American peoples from the cruel and oppressive ways of the South.
I don't really know what these yippies were doing anyway. I mean, we weren't doing nothing wrong. So what if we don't let those black people infiltrate our community? It ain't sanitary. And can you imagine what kind of crazy person they elect? I mean, most of the people can't even read. God damn it.
The African American people were being suppressed by the white supremacists in the South. But me and my fellow brethren from the Congress for Racial Equality, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, we liberated these African American people from the shackles they had been living in the South. No matter how many times those conservative pigs shot at us, beat us down, demean us, we prevailed.
The free speech movement? Yeah, I can tell you about that. I was a freshman the summer of '64. It was an exciting year for all of us, you know. We were raging against the man, going against conformity. We thought we could change the world. But anyway, back in the day, the administration was a bit more conservative than we were. They wanted to keep their opinions and schools separate. So one day this guy, Jack Weinberg, came in, sat at our table. You know, we were trying to do some stuff on civil rights. And the police came over, campus police, asked him for identification, and he refused to give it to them. He had graduated a few years ago. So one thing led to another, and Jack Weinberg ended up in a police car, and we weren't gonna let the police get away with something like that. So it seemed like millions of us. Later I found out it was only about 2,000, but we surrounded the police car. We weren't gonna let it drive away, and there were speeches done from the top of it. It was great, man. Those are the days. Eventually the police let Weinberg go, and we collected money to fix the police car. We weren't a bunch of hooligans back then. We were just citizens who wanted to change things. But after that, things got a lot more violent. We weren't kids who wanted to change things anymore. We were kids who wanted a riot. I left UC shortly after that. It wasn't what I was looking for.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lately, the country has been in a state of confusion ever since the release of the controversial Pentagon Papers. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I've just received a new news bulletin that, in fact, our very own government has been secretly bombing the neutral country of Cambodia, and in response, all across the country, protests have broken out. In other unrelated news, the beloved Barbie has just recently come out.
Secret Cambodian bombings, those were crazy times, man. The government was trying to keep stuff from us, you know? And we got to protesting real quick. And I wasn't there, man, but we all knew about Kent. The height of a rebellion, man. My brothers and sisters were going all the way for the cause. But it just stopped being fun when the police started shooting at us, man. It just stopped being fun.
Things heated up today at the National Democratic Convention in Chicago as violence broke out when police force brutally attacked peaceful protesters as they approached the convention hall. In response, the peaceful protesters chanted in front of various news crews, "The whole world is watching," as the various images were broadcasted across the world. In other news,
Man, in my day, things were way different. You know how these days, people are always threatening to run away to Canada if the president they like doesn't win? Well, in my day, it wasn't all talk. People actually ran away to Canada to avoid the draft. They were claiming, crazy stuff on their forums, too. All kinds of weird disabilities and diseases. I knew this one guy, he claimed to have African sleeping sickness. He'd never been to Africa, but he was claiming African sleeping sickness. Me, I was safe because I had another X chromosome. Sexist pigs. Those other guys, when they said they would run away to Canada, they meant it. Not like people these days. Psh, run away to Canada. Biggest disgrace. These days.
yes, America, we here at the awesome News Network are committed to bringing you clear and accurate news. And together, we'll push through this. Good night, and stay awesome.
I saw a hippie girl on 8th Avenue. She barely looked at me for a second or two, and I suddenly realized I no longer look much like a hippie. She had a long, thin